Hi, this is Michael. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing an oracle card reading for the energy of the collective for the waxing moon phase of the current lunar cycle. The waxing moon is the period between the new moon and the full moon, when the surface of the moon is becoming more illuminated. Overall, the waxing phase is a time for action, attraction, challenges, and decisions. The waxing phase truly encompasses three phases: the waxing crescent, the first quarter, and the waxing gibbous. And this reading will cover the collective energy for all three phases, but more specifically for the period of August 4th through August 13th. The waxing phase starts with the moon in Virgo, and then it will be traveling through Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and then Aquarius before making the transition to the full moon, which will peak in Aquarius on the 15th. After setting your intentions under the new moon, these seeds are now starting to sprout under the waxing crescent. The new moon gave you a chance to formulate and write down what it is that you want to accomplish, but the waxing crescent asked for us to make it known and for us to develop our courage and willpower to push it into fruition. Make sure that you're reading your intentions regularly, aloud whenever possible, thinking about them and visualizing them being fulfilled. You should also use this time to go through your intentions and write down a list of practical goals that will assist you in manifesting each one. If you need help staying motivated, it could also help to share your goals or intentions with someone close to you. The moon's attraction energy will then reach its peak during the first quarter phase on the 7th, so this will be the best time for attracting positive people into your life. Be sure to get out there and make some time for socializing and networking during this first quarter. The first quarter can also be challenging though, as we may start to feel some resistance in the form of obstacles and self-limiting beliefs when it comes to achieving our goals. Just stay mindful of any hurdles, fears, or doubts that may arise, and summon the courage and confidence to push through. Issues may arise out of nowhere during this phase, so remember to be flexible, keep your cool, and be prepared to make decisions on the spot when needed. And keep in mind the intentions that you set during the new moon, and try to make decisions that will ultimately help you manifest these intentions. Then once we reach the waxing gibbous phase around the 10th, 11th, you should start to see some results from the intentions that you set during the new moon. During this time, you should also acknowledge the progress that you've made so far and adjust your actions if they aren't aligned with your intentions. Things don't always work out the way that we had planned them, so this phase will help you realize what you need to reevaluate, give up, or change direction on. The moon's positive energy is strong during the waxing gibbous, so make sure you're visualizing success with your goals and intentions in vivid detail. Your creative energy may also increase during this phase, and you may even find your dreams becoming more vivid, so this will be a great time to try out some lucid dreaming. In regards to health, during a waxing moon, food cravings tend to increase, so just be mindful of these cravings and use your self-discipline to keep you on track. It's generally a good idea to eat less than usual during a waxing moon, as it's very easy to add on weight during this time. So with that being said, let's get started with the collective reading and see what the cards have to tell us. I've laid out a card here to assist with the energy of the reading. It's the waxing moon phase from the Moonology Oracle deck. The message here is the energy is gaining momentum. And for the reading today, I'll be using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck from John Holland. I already meditated and shuffled before we started, but we'll go ahead and give it another quick shuffle here. And just a reminder that this is a general reading, so some or all of it may not resonate with you. And this is going to be once again, a waxing moon collective reading for the period of August 4th through August 13th. Alright, let's get started. Okay, for this first card, we're looking for what is the current energy of the collective. What is the current energy of the collective? And we've got change your focus. Change your focus. So some of you may need to work on thinking a little clearly, thinking with a little more clarity at this time. You may have a lot of things going on in your life, which could be distracting with your bigger picture. Some of you could be intensely focused on your future, where you want to be, what you want to be doing. Some of you may feel like leaving your current situation, feeling like that might apply to some of you. I feel like some of you could be longing for a little bit of freedom, maybe. Or some of you could be spending too much time focusing on the negativity in your life. So you may need to change your focus. Focus on things more positive. Or I feel like some of you may be having a hard time focusing on your true vision or your true purpose. Or your thoughts could be just really cloudy in general. Okay, for this next card, we're looking for what may be holding the collective back at this time. What may be holding the collective back? And we'll take this top one here. And we've got embrace. Embrace. So some of you may not be embracing your true calling, may not be embracing your true self. Some of you may realize that you have a divine calling here, that you're here for a purpose to help the earth, but you may be denying that or not living that purpose. Could be that some of you have gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance. So it's just embracing those gifts. You may think it's your imagination or may not truly understand it. So it's just embracing those gifts, maybe doing a little more research. Some of you may just need to know that a lot of those things come to you in the same part of your brain that you use for imagination. So don't easily write off things as just being your imagination. Could also be that some of you aren't opening up to the world or aren't living from the area of your heart. You may not be living from a place of unconditional love, non-judgment. So it's embracing the world around you, realizing that we're all one. We're all divine spirits living in this 3D reality we call Earth. Okay, for this next card, what is important for the collective to focus on at this time? Oh, something flew out there. What is important for the collective to focus on? And we've got listen. Listen. So again, some of you may need to embrace those gifts. Clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance. You may need to just settle your mind down, clear your mind, meditate more. May help you listen better. May help to bring in those messages more clearly. Or some of you could be doubting the messages you're getting. It's just you need to listen to them more. Some of you could be very empathic or very sensitive to vibrations. It's just learning more to pay attention to those vibrations. I've read or listened to a couple books recently by Sonia Choquette. One's called Trust Your Vibes, and the other's Ask Your Guides. I would highly recommend both of those to anyone that might be interested in tapping into their sixth sense or connecting with their guidance, their higher self, their guides more. Also, those of you who might work with crystals, it's learning to trust your intuition more on which crystals to use or how to use them best. Picking up on their unique vibrations. For those of you who are fairly new to crystals, just know that the more you use them, the better you'll be attuned to them. So just patiently learning to listen to those vibes. Okay, for this next card, what can help the collective achieve their goals and intentions? And we've got Crown Chakra. Crown Chakra. Okay, so the Crown Chakra is the 7th primary chakra. It's located at the top of your head. It's basically the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, your higher consciousness. It's also your connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. It's basically where divine energy, divine light comes in. It's also known as the receiver of light, or the 1,000-petaled lotus. Keyword for the crown chakra is I know. So some of you may not be trusting the universe with your intentions. You may put them out there, but you may not truly have faith or truly trust the universe. Some of you could have a blocked or unbalanced crown chakra, which can limit your spiritual growth. Could also make you feel like you have a lack of direction. Could have feelings of isolation and loneliness and an inability to connect with others. Other symptoms could be an inability to set or maintain goals, which would definitely apply to this question. Or you could just feel disconnected spiritually. To work on healing or balancing the crown chakra, you can do a crown chakra meditation. There's some here on YouTube. You can visualize a bright color white or a violet color spinning on the top of your head, or even a white or violet lotus flower opening up. You can also use stones like amethyst, clear quartz, selenite, diamonds even. You can also have a Reiki or chakra balancing session. You can do that with someone locally, or you can even do remote sessions. I actually offer that on Etsy, so if you want to check out our store, I'll put a link down below. Very reasonable prices. Okay, for this next card, what can help the collective overcome any challenges that may arise? What can help the collective overcome any challenges? And we've got Detach. Detach. So basically not focus on the negativity, find the peace with the situation. If it's something incredibly painful or hurtful, you may need to literally detach from the situation. Take some time for yourself. It's also focusing on a positive outcome, or just focusing on the positivity of things. Some of you may need to release these obstacles or these things that are holding you back. It may be difficult in doing such, but you'll find peace in the end. You may just need to take some time to reflect on what's important to you. Some of you may get caught up in anger or despair or frustration with the situation. So it's just emotionally detaching from the situation, trying to see things clearly. This card's also about not finding the blame in things, looking past the blame, forgiving or accepting or moving on. Okay, for this next card, where should the collective look to for inspiration at this time? Where should the collective look to for inspiration? We'll take the top one. And we've got Believe and Succeed. Believe and Succeed. So again, it's focusing on the positive outcome, focusing on the light at the end of the tunnel. It's also about believing in yourself, having the confidence and the courage to achieve your dreams. It's also looking to others for inspiration, looking towards those that may be holding the light, maybe shining their light, being the beacon of light. Or some of you could find inspiration in being the beacon of light, shining your light for others, sharing with them the things you've learned, helping guide them on the right path. It's also keeping an even keel or keeping an even mind, not letting your emotions get the best of you. It's also looking to the final outcome for inspiration, believing you've already achieved those dreams. It's also recognizing or acknowledging your achievements or how far you've come in life. One definition for this card is literally inspiration, so that's pretty perfect. Some of you may need to just have more faith in the universe, faith in the divine, faith in your fellow humans, or even faith in yourself. Some of you may already be this lighthouse or this beacon of light, so it's just acknowledging that, realizing the effect or the draw that you have on people, using that to lift them up, to help bring them to a better place. Okay, for this last card, we're looking for a message from the universe for the collective. A message from the universe for the collective. And we've got moving on. Moving on. So for some of you, just knowing that you may be moving on from a difficult situation, Or you could just be making steady progress towards your goals. Some of you may be doing it alone, so the universe is just recognizing that, acknowledging your willpower, your drive. This card's also a reminder to examine your life, or examine your relationships. See if the things or the people in your life are feeding your soul, or if they're just holding you back. And not just the people, but all the things in your life. You may need to take a long, hard look at these things. Are they bringing you joy? Or are they just energetically holding you down? So some of you may need to do some clearing out, literal decluttering. Or it could just be moving on from a current state of mind. Maybe you're beating yourself up about a situation. So it's just moving on from that, knowing that those patterns of thought aren't doing you any good. Letting those past hurts or past mistakes wash away. This card's also asking you to live in the present moment. Focus on taking one step at a time, not looking behind you, not looking at the past, just focusing on the path before you. For some of you, it could just be that you need to take a break from things. Not necessarily move away totally, but just take a little break. Do some soul searching if you need. The waxing moon phase is about decisions, so some of you could have some decisions weighing on you. So it's just giving yourself the space and the permission to find the answers for yourself. Determine what's truly important for you. Okay, so during this waxing moon phase, some of you may be pretty focused on where you want to be, your dreams, your intentions. Or some of you could be really distracted, so you may need to change your focus. You may need to work on clearing your mind, finding some clarity. You may need to find what's truly important, focus on that. Some of you may need to detach from your current situation or from something that may be holding you back. You may need to meditate or really think about things, release these things if they're holding us back, if they're no longer serving us. Or just finding peace in your situation. If you're having trouble finding clarity, you may need to focus on listening more, focus on meditation, clearing your mind, or just allowing thoughts to come in and flow away. Or some of you may feel like you don't have some direction in your life. It's learning to listen to your intuition, learning to trust your vibes. It's also knowing that you're here to serve a divine purpose. Mother Earth is ascending, and so are we. Many of us are here to help with this ascension, help raise people up, help enlighten people. So some of you may need to embrace this calling, or even embrace these gifts that you might have. Focus on opening yourself up to the world, living more from your heart, treating everything with unconditional love. For those of you who may feel spiritually detached, or you may have a lack of direction in your life, you may need to work on that connection with the universe. You may need to work on balancing that crown chakra. And it's also having a sense of knowing that you can achieve your dreams, knowing that you're on the right path, knowing that all things are possible. The key word there is knowing, so it's believing that you can succeed, believing in the possibilities, making steady progress towards those goals, keeping your emotions in check. Not letting difficult things hold you back. But again, for those of you who may be in a difficult situation or maybe holding on to things that are doing you no good, it's learning to release those things, move on from that current situation, or even moving on from old habits, old thought patterns. So during this waxing phase, just know that the energy is gaining momentum. So focus on taking action toward your dreams. Focus on opening your heart, being open to attract positive change, confronting any challenges that may arise, detaching from the situation if needed, taking a long walk or a step away, listening to your intuition. And as we work towards the culmination of the moon cycle, towards the full moon, it's trusting in the universe, believing in yourself, and just keep focusing on that light, that end result, truly believing and achieving those goals, focusing on the positive future ahead, and also being open to embracing this positive change, this positive growth within yourself and the world around you. So that's my reading for this waxing moon phase. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in.